Welcome back, dear. This is a gift of Chapels part 2. Okay. Please take your content book, sit along with the content book. Right. When I am reading, you too have to keep your fingers and you have to read along with me. Right. Mridu crept up to the window. You know the meaning of crept? Like crawling, how the small kids will crawl using their legs and hands. The same way, Mridu crept up to the window. Lali was sitting a little distance away, awkwardly holding her violin and bowstring, her elbows jutting out and her eyes glazed with concentration. In front of her, with most of his back to the window, was a bony figure of a music teacher. He had mostly bald head. So I'll show you the picture of who's this? Lali and the music master. See here, Lali was extending her elbow. Now she's carrying a violin and this is called the bowstring. Okay, music master, bald head, and this is what is stuffed, right? See, he's wearing a ring, diamond ring, and a chain was also there, but we cannot able to see. And this is what dhoti, he's wearing a dhoti with a gold color, and see his leg is coming outside. He's also having a violin, right? See the description again. Mridu crept up to the window. Lali was sitting a little distance away. So here, who is all these three? One is Mridu, Ravi and Meena. Okay, Mridu, Ravi and Meena. Right? Who is learning? Lali is learning. Can you able to see this three kids standing, creeping over? Right? Now, Mridu crept up to the window. Lali was sitting a little distance away, awkwardly holding her violin. The way she sits was not proper. So they are saying awkwardly holding her violin and bowstring. You can see the figure, how the master is holding and how she is sitting and holding. See the master's legs and her legs, right? So that's what here, holding her violin and bowstring, her elbows sitting out and her eyes glazed with concentration. Elbows protruding. See, this is what is elbow, right? This is elbow. And you can see how she is keeping her elbow and her eyes are not with full concentration. In front of her, who is sitting? Master is sitting. Back of the window. It's a bony figure. Bony figure means very thin. Okay? Very lean. Bony figure of the music master. He had mostly bald head. Bald head is no hair in his head. Right? Bald head with the fringe of oiled black hair. Oil, fringe in the sense we'll have a small part of a hair backside. Black hair, oiled black hair falling around his ears. Falling around his ears like this. And an old-fashioned tuft. Tuft is a collection of hair. Can you able to see this? This is what is tuft. Okay. And this will come here near the ears. Right. He had a mostly bald head with a fringe of oiled black hair falling around his ears and an old-fashioned tuft. These are all the description about the music master. I'll ask you the question like describe music master's appearance. Describe the appearance of music master. Describe about music master. All these. A gold chain gleamed around his leathery neck. In his neck was a gold chain that was shining. But here in the picture, you cannot able to see show that chain, and a diamond ring glittered on his hand as it glided up and down the stem of the violin. Suppose a ring is here. When a music master is playing violin, it will come and go. The hands will come this side and go up and down, so that the ring, which he is wearing will be moving up and down. So that is what diamond ring glittered. Glittered, you all know, shining, right? On his hands as it glided up and down the stem of the violin. A large foot stuck out from beneath his gold bordered vesty edge. We saw a large foot. See, foot stuck out. Stuck out here refers to extend outward beyond its usual point. See, when he is sitting, that leg alone comes out of the dhoti, right? So that is what stuck out. A large foot stuck out from beneath his gold bordered veshti edge. Beneath is behind, next to it, after that. And he was beating time on floor with the scrawny big toe. Scrawny is thin, big toe. Already we saw the meaning of scrawny in the first part. Even then I wrote it here, scrawny, thin. So, and he was beating time on the floor with the scrawny big toe. What this sentence refers? Actually, he is trying to teach violin, music of violin to Lally. Okay, that's what he was beating time on the floor, with the scrawny big toe. He played a few notes. Notes here refers to the musical notes. Sarigama Padanisa, like that. Lally stumbled behind him on her violin. Stumbled is followed haltingly. Haltingly strucking in between. Okay. First she will wait. First the master will play. She will wait and listen. Then she will start to play. Like learning. Right. Lally stumbled behind him on her violin, which looked quite helpless. Very sad. Quite helpless. Here, helpless refers to she's not playing in a proper manner. Right? See the picture, the music also. Here, actually, the notes are coming out from his music master's violin. The music notes are coming. But from her violin, see what is coming? So many unwanted things are coming. The sound is not proper. Right? So, Lally stumbled behind him on her violin, which looked quite helpless and unhappy in her hands. So, the violin felt unhappy in Lally's hand. That is what this sentence refers. What a difference! The music master's notes seemed to float up and settle perfectly into the invisible tracks of melody. See the fantastic wordings the author wrote. What a difference. The music master's notes, that is the musical notes, seem to float up. Float up here refers make us to float, make us to enjoy the music perfectly, settle perfectly into the invisible tracks of melody. Okay, it was like the wheels of the train fitting smoothly in the rails and whizzing along. As Ravi said, Mridu stared at that huge bee-ringed hand moving effortlessly. Music master is not at all taking any effort. Like he's coolly playing the violin. But It was coming very nice with melody. What happened to this girl, Lali? She is taking more effort, but the music is not at all coming. And it is looking like, oh God, when she'll stop like that. Right? Derailing music. That is what derailing music. Mridu stared at that huge bearing, the hand moving effortlessly up the violin stem, making lovely music. Music master's music was very lovely. Squack! There was Lali's derailing again. So in between, when music master is playing and Lali was playing in between, then that music was very horrible. Squack! It was Lali's derailing again. At that time, one voice is there. What is that? Amma, came a wail from the gate. Wail is a prolonged, high-pitched cry of pain, grief, or anger. Prolonged. Now I said, no, Amma, like that. Came a wail. Wail is more than a cry. You know, crying of sadness. So wail is more than that. Right? High-pitched cry of pain, grief, sadness. Oh, whose voice will be this? A beggar. Right. Amma came a wail from the gate. Amma, oh Amma, Amma, like that. Ravi, send that beggar away, cried his mother from the back veranda, where she was chatting. Right? Ravi, send the beggar away, cried his mother from the back veranda, where she was chatting. Children, do you have any doubt in this paragraph till now? What we discussed, do you have any doubt? Shall I move to the next slide? See here. Who is this? Mridu was creeping. She was seeing inside. All three were seeing that musical notes. What musical notes? Music master's musical notes and Lali's musical notes. Music master's musical notes are coming really. Here all question mark, percentage, etc., all sorts of unwanted things other than music, everything is coming here. Okay. So at that time, a voice is heard here from the gate. Who's that? Somebody is standing near the gate. Let us see who's that. Okay. Shall I move to the next slide, dear? Right. So mother was chatting with Tuppy. He has been coming here every day for the past week, and it's time he found another house to beg from. Party explained to Tuppy. So the beggar who is coming and calling Amma, he was not coming today, but he was coming for the past 1 week. Daily he is coming, it seems. That is why mom told to move him away. Mridu and Meena followed Ravi out. The beggar was already in the garden, making himself quite at home, very comfortable. He made himself very comfortable at his home. He had spread his upper cloth under the neem tree and was leaning against his trunk, apparently prepared to take a little snooze while he waited for the arms to appear. Go away, said Ravi sternly. Sternly, seriously. Sternly here refers seriously. My party says it's time you found another house to beg from. So again, he has been coming here every day, okay, for the past 1 week. Who said this? Mom. Whose mom? Ravi's mom. So she wanted the beggar to search another house.